land has been ho this entire time, but this is where we're going to anchor for the night. This whole season, we've been sailing north, pushing our way up the BC coastline. Although, well, we definitely got distracted by inlets and islands just off the beaten path. But now the season is turning, and we want to head back south via the west coast of Vancouver Island, a rugged stretch of coastline that is pummeled by wild winter storms. The sooner we get there, the better our chances of having favorable conditions. So we need to begin the rush to get to the west coast. But we really can't help ourselves, can we? This coastline is like a siren, luring us, and we keep slowing down, drawn in by its magic.
Hooked something for sure. Oh yeah, it's fighting.
Okay, we got him. That's huge.
Done, Maya.
Nicely done, you.
Oh, look at this.
Thank you, fish.
Oh, so good to have salmon in the empty fridge again.
Oh, I'm so grateful to this fish. Thank you.
We're learning so much. We picked up this net in Port Hardy because Maya did get me a net for my birthday, but it ended up being way too small for salmon.
I didn't realize we were going to be catching fish this big.
Yeah, and everybody has these ridiculous nets, but they're crucial because when you're fishing for salmon, no barbs, and it's really tricky, honestly. So yeah, this net is secondhand and falling apart, but it's doing so much better. Now we're landing every second at least, which first the ratio was 6-1. Whoa, Barry's hauling ass.
Yeah, they go fast.
I just saw the breaking waves behind it. And now the bow wave.
So, in typical fashion, we didn't make it far. I mean, first of all, I spent all morning editing, so by the time we were underway, it was already afternoon. And then we saw such a promising sunset start to brew on the horizon that we decided we better just anchor and cook some salmon and enjoy it. It is so hard to rush when everything around us is inviting us to slow down. There's several birds on logs.
Yes.
It's beautiful here, hey?
Nice.
there's a log floating by.
One without birds yet.
Yet.
Should we sit on it? Wow.
Sun's about to disappear.
With one survivor branch.
Well, I feel like an early night tonight. I'm kind of tired. I think that's it for me.
So we're headed to the west coast of Vancouver Island, which is not on the protected inside anymore. This is the west coast, this is the Pacific, and it gets battered. It means we have to plan a little more for navigating around here. So we're currently further up here in Namu. It's not on the chart. Right about around here is Calvert Island. So today we're just going to do a jump to either get to the south of Calvert, or another idea is to get to Table and Ann Island again, which we've liked so much. But the thing is, the weather has to be good for it, because also here is exposed and not a very good protected anchorage. But then from either Calvert or Table, we're going to depart to go around Cape Scott. And I've looked into the books a little bit, and the danger lies in it being very shallow. So imagine just swell and waves and wind, mostly coming from the northwest, and then arriving at a very shallow place. So the waves just jump up, become steep, choppy, short sequence, very, very uncomfortable. And then, of course, the other big consideration is the currents. There's always currents around here. So the book suggests arriving at Cape Scott at high slack, because then it ebbs going this way, which is your direction. Otherwise, you have the wind coming one way and the tide rising the other way. With the shallow, it becomes even steeper and unmanageable. So we are trying to depart somewhere around here, make our way south, and arrive here at high slack. So we would have two options, since there's two high slacks. One high slack is at midnight, but then we would be doing it in the dark. So then I figured lunchtime is the other slack, so we could aim for that one. I do like that option a lot more. So the idea would be that we would be doing this with daylight, have a bit of visibility, but it means we have to have an early departure, because from this ballpark area to get here is roughly 40 nautical miles, 8-hour journey. Doing this part in the dark, well, that actually favors Table and Ann Island in my opinion, because if we would start off from Calvert, this is a lot of reefs that we would have to be very awake for, and if it is early 4 a.m. departure, maybe it wouldn't be so prudent to sail around here. So maybe instead, if we start off here, there is a bit of reefs and obstructions right here, but then we have a very clear sight all the way to Cape Scott. I would aim for that.
With a game plan set out, we headed towards Ann and Table Islands. It would be an early start tomorrow morning, but as always, there's also still things to see today, and we can't help ourselves but to go see them. We anchored last night just around the corner from the abandoned town of Namu. We're just heading past Namu right now, so we're going to quickly check it out, but we're not stopping because we've got a plan. We've got places we need to be. Unlike Ocean Falls, Namu can properly be called abandoned. It used to be the site of a cannery, but now it is shamefully falling into the sea. I don't like to look at it for too long if I can help it. It makes me sad in a whole lot of ways.
We also saw that we're pretty low on provisions, but there really isn't too many options. So this would mean if we want to provision before heading around Cape Scott, we would have to go into Port Hardy. That would be the closest, but it's kind of backtracking a little bit. And yeah, we do have quite a bit of food. It's just the fresh things. And we're still down to like potatoes, yams, cabbage, those things that last a little longer. So we decided to go for it. I think the next place where we can provision on the west coast is Keewauquot. Don't know about the pronunciation yet. I will hopefully learn it soon. The weather window is a bigger priority than fresh food. We do have tons of food. That's cool. That's the shade from our Genoa. And I have it a little bit furled, just not to feel too much while Maya is cooking down below.
It's not that pretty, but it'll be tasty.
Thank you, Maya. Looks like salmon and cabbage it will be for the next little while. That's the last vegetable. Awesome, I'm happy.
Emily Jane, I've traveled the universe tied to your name. You're the thought on my mind, my mystical woman with God in her eyes. I've done all I can to be a good man to you. While I can't comprehend it, I try not to question how.
The sailing here is smooth and easy, running like a freight train on smooth seas. Land ho! I'm kidding. Land has been ho this entire time, but this is where we're going to anchor for the night. This has honestly been one of our most favorite anchorages on this whole trip so far, so we're really excited to be able to return to it. We're leaving really early tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock, so it is currently 7 in the evening, so it's not like we have a lot of time here, but we do want to go ashore and just walk around a little bit, and I don't know, it's a beautiful day, beautiful evening.
This place is so cool. Totally gives me Jurassic vibes. Jurassic Park. I took inspiration here.
I love it.
Not in a creepy way, just like a wild jungle, a lost world
Yeah.
way.
I was thinking we walk across the narrow part here and head over to the west side because it's going to be an amazing sunset tonight.
It will be, yeah. I was thinking of the sea otters too, but they're probably gallivanting when it's so calm.
Yeah.
We would hear them, would we? No.
We didn't hear them.
No, we didn't. Sure, let's go.
Ann Island really captured our imaginations last time we were here, and we're excited to visit again. Admittedly, one of the things which got our heart racing last time was seeing what we thought were wolf prints on the beach, and it turns out that they were actually sea otter prints, and we are actually noobs. But regardless, it's a really unique island, and rowing ashore here feels like visiting a whole new planet. We meet a lot of sailors out here who are focused on their destination, who spend every day traveling towards it, sitting in their cockpit as the coastline slips by. We're always a bit skeptical of this approach, would much rather travel less distance and see more along the way. But when it comes to times like these, when we really should be moving on quickly to catch a weather window, that's when our own natures work against us. Just one more sunset, we reason to each other, one more long summer night in the north before it all fades into winter. But all natural things must too follow a schedule. The birds fly south, the ocean turns gray and angry, and we must find ourselves in safe harbors. At 4 a.m. tomorrow, we leave, a bittersweet thing, excited for new horizons, sad to leave these ones which we have found to be so beautiful. In the next episode, we get up early and we head for the notorious Cape Scott. But of course, that will be for next Friday. Huge thank you everyone for being here and for watching. We are, as ever, so grateful to get to make and share these episodes with you. I also want to extend a special thank you this week for those of you who helped last week's video be such a success. This actually kind of blew me away. So a while ago, YouTube announced this new feature called a hype button. And it's for smaller creators, of which we do still qualify, and videos with more hypes get more traction. I haven't really paid much attention to this feature because I am stubbornly determined that if I just make good videos that people actually want to watch, we'll get by. However, the reality of this landscape that we're in means that we are still beholden to the algorithm. And anyway, I thought that I would mention the hype button in last week's episode, so I did. And so many of you pressed that hype button and it made a huge difference. That video did so much better than our recent episodes, and I don't feel like it's a significantly better video than our standard episodes. I think it was all because of that hype button. So if you see the hype button, and I believe it doesn't show up on all devices, some people said that they mainly see it in the YouTube app on phones or tablets, but if you see it and give us a hype, it's now been proven it makes actually a massive difference, probably like the biggest difference, it seems, out of all the various likes, subscribes, comments, and things that YouTube likes to throw at us. So anyway, I'm sorry that this is the game we must play, but I am very grateful that you guys humor us. Thank you. An extra big thank you to the folks whose names are now appearing on screen for always going above and beyond to make sure that Magic Carpet keeps being produced. We are extremely grateful for your support. If you would like to become a patron for as little as $2 a month, you can sign up. There's a link in the description, and that is really what keeps this channel alive. We are so grateful for all of the folks over on Patreon. In return, we publish real-time updates on Patreon, which are never published anywhere else. And yeah, it keeps us audience funded. It means we don't have to read ads to you, and we're very proud of that, so thank you. All right, we will see you next Friday for the rounding of Cape Scott and the beginning of the Vancouver Island portion of this voyage. Talk to you later.